Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a work and career reading for Gemini from the 29th of July to the 11th of August 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. If you'd like a personal reading, please go to my website jessmud.co.uk and book a reading. I've put the decks that I'm using in the description box, so please have a look. And don't forget to watch my videos on simple energy healing remedies as well as my deck walkthrough series. You'll find those very, very interesting. So like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. Now, I'm starting off with a general energy read for you, and then I will do the general tarot read for you afterwards. Okay, so the first card is the whip and the broom. So this is about dealing with a lot of conflict around you. You've also got that 10 of spades here, which is like the 10 of swords. So this is about dealing with a lot of unjust situations and maybe dealing with a lot of conflict. There might be some legal issues that you might be also dealing with as well. It may be that things are not quite going your way as well. Maybe there may have been a decision or judgment passed that didn't work out in your particular favor. So a lot of problems. It looks like some kind of crisis has happened as well with that 10 of swords, and maybe you've had to leave the situation and move on. Maybe you've even lost a job as well with that 10 of swords. It seems like a new offer is coming for you, and it looks like you might be accepting this particular offer. You've got that handshake over there, and that's about sealing the deal. So a new offer being presented to you. There might be some study as well involved in that new offer, but a new cup being presented, a new offer being presented with that King of Hearts or the King of Cups, and it looks like you're going to accept this particular offer because wherever you've been working, there's been a lot of conflict. It looks like you were dealing with maybe a lot of older people, and you've had to defend yourself all the way. There was a lot of problems that you had to sort out, and maybe this has gotten just too much for you, and now you've actually moved away or walked away from it, and you're going to start something brand new. Now, in the past, that particular job that you were dealing with involved a lot of travel. There was a lot of recognition. You may have been dealing with a lot of people and communicating with a lot of people. There was a lot of honors and recognition that came in with that particular job. And with that Jack of Clubs over there, it looks like, there might have been a lot of travel, a lot of collaboration, meeting a lot of people, maybe a lot of networking with that particular job. You've got that 3 of Rods over here. So you're working in a group of people. That company may have been, something that was long established. You might be a business that was family run as well, because you got that tree over there, and you'd been working your way up the rungs of your career over there. It seemed a pretty stable job, but it looks like there's been a lot of conflict that has arisen from that particular situation. It seems like you may have ended it and or are ending it at this particular moment and are walking away. So you've been dealing with, you've got that 3 of spades over there. So you're very, very upset about it. There's been a breakdown of communication between you and the people that you have been arguing with or fighting with, or all this drama that has arisen from it. There might have been an element of greed that goes on as well. So you were dealing with people that were looking out for their own needs rather than helping you out. You've got that pig card over there. So maybe they were taking a lot out of you. You were putting a lot into the job, and you were not getting any kind of remuneration from it. It looks like things are going to all just fizzle out, or whatever conflict is going on. You've got the fire and the flames dying off over there. You've also got the 7 of diamonds over there. So this is about you reinvesting your efforts and energies into something else that is worthwhile and is more focused on you. So it looks like you're going to start something brand new, or maybe move on to another job, and that's where you're going to be investing all your efforts and energy in. And it looks like once you put in the hard work into that particular job, there will be a payoff. So whatever the situation is, all this conflict will die off, but it looks like whatever you invest in now is going to have some kind of rewards. So you will get a payoff from putting efforts and energies into something brand new. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. So I'm going to just draw some cards from the Sorceress Tarot. Oops. So at the bottom of the deck you've got the 8 of Swords, and this is feeling very tied up, very restricted, very anxious as well. This is a card of high anxiety as well, and feeling very restricted, not knowing how to get out of this situation, not knowing what's coming around the bend really, with this 8 of Swords. So it is something that you can get out of, but for the moment you can't really see a solution to your particular problem. You're feeling very stuck, very unsupported, and you can see she's almost tethered to this particular tree there. So it feels as though you're maybe in a contract that you feel like you can't get out of as well. So feeling very, very stuck in that particular situation. So what's going on for you? There is a new offer coming in, and it looks like you're going to accept that particular offer, because she's drinking out of this cup. This cup is a new offer that comes in. So there might be some further study or training that's involved in this new job that you're going to be accepting, but you're definitely accepting this particular job, and it's going to allow you to get over whatever the problems have been. So this is the 4 of Swords. This is being very stressed out, and also needing to take a little bit of a break, get out of that situation and come out with a new strategy on how to deal with things. You definitely need a bit of a holiday. You have been far too stressed out, and it looks like whatever this new position is that you accept is going to give you that opportunity to relax a little bit. There's also further study as well, or further training that's going to be involved in that particular job. You are a bit afraid because there's monsters under the bed over there, so you are a bit afraid to make decisions to move on, but it's going to be a good offer, and it's going to be less stressful. It's going to allow you to have more peace of mind, this new offer that you take on. So you will be able to get yourself out of this particular situation. Even the card below it is the Hanged Man, which is like waiting for things to come. And here, even in this 8 of Swords, it seems like you're a bit stuck, but things will start moving soon, because this offer is coming in, and it's something that it's something that you wanted and you've been waiting for. So it's going to be something that's pretty good. Now in the past you've got that 9 of rods over there, and this is about dealing with a lot of problems, and trying to find the inner strength to actually fight it. And you're very tired. It's been very, very stressful for you. You have a choice as well over there about leaving this particular situation, and it looks like a new doorway is opening up for you over there. You can see, so you just need to hang in over there, and let go of whatever this situation is and move on. A new doorway is opening on. Maybe you did put roots down in this particular job. You were quite settled in it, but it looks like you're going to have to cut those roots, cut yourself free of it, because you can see it's almost like he's using some kind of chemical to burn away those roots, to unstick himself from this particular situation. And he's facing some kind of choice over here, and there's the new doorway opening. So it looks like there's something that you need to do to get yourself unstuck from this particular position. Maybe you grew too comfortable in it, and it was not working out for you here. So making a choice and moving on. And there, needing to put your thinking cap on as well to find a solution to how to get yourself out of this particular situation. Now you've got the Chariot card over here, so this is taking control, and you've needed to do that, or you need to do that in order for you to move on. You might need to actually consider taking a job somewhere else and relocating, so not taking a job in the same place that you're working or in the same area that you're working in, but actually physically moving away in order for you to get out of this feeling of being stuck, or this feeling of being unable to move in this particular situation. So there might be whatever this new offer is, it might involve travel, it might be that you need to relocate, buying a new home somewhere else, and there might be air travel, so you might actually need to maybe change countries, change locations in order for you to move out of this particular situation. Maybe this is where this new job offer comes from. Maybe it's an overseas offer that comes in for you. Now what's in your mind? You are looking at this new project, you're considering it quite carefully, you're giving it a lot of thought. So this is what's on your mind, that Ace of Rods. So it's starting afresh somewhere else, but with this it's about traveling to do this job. So this might be something overseas that you start, or relocate to do this new job, and you're considering it quite carefully. Now it looks like you are accepting this job, and it is going to give you a lot of money. You've got the 9 of Pentacles over there, so it's going to bring in a lot of wealth. So it's something well worth accepting, and a lot of independence as well. It might be that you work pretty hard, but you're going to be working quite independently of everybody else, and it's going to generate a lot of finances for you. So what's going on with you right now? You are considering a whole lot of options. You might be even thinking about branching off on your own as well, because you've got the cats around this person, and this is about picking where you want to invest your energies, or where you want to go and work. Really. So this is the Seven of Pentacles, putting in the effort and energy and then getting a reward from it. So you are considering a lot of options that are paying pretty well, and you're thinking about it quite carefully as well. It's going to mean that you're going to be working quite independently of everybody else as well. So taking on a lot of responsibilities and working to bring in the money for yourself, and it's going to bring you a lot of rewards. You've got that Page of Rods over here, so this is about getting some news about this new project and starting this new project. So with the Page of Rods, it's actually everything becomes concrete. It's not just an idea, it's not just an offer, it's you actually accepting it and moving on and starting afresh somewhere else. Got a nice little big fish, a nice big fish over there in the background over there, and the fish usually signifies money coming in over there. So this new job that you're going to be taking in is definitely bringing in a lot more finances. So what's in your mind? You're making a lot of plans, you're strategizing, and you do want to further your career by doing some further study as well. So there's some further learning that you are actually considering over there with that Eight of Pentacles. So what's coming in for you in the final result? You've got that Tower card over here, the Three of Pentacles, and you've got that Knight of Cups there. So with that Tower card, it's about dissolving everything that you've known, or everything that was you had thought was stable in your life, because the Tower brings in a big change of energy here. You can even see here with that Nine of Rods, you can see he's getting rid of the roots that held him tied down, that tethered him to this particular spot. So uprooting yourself really. And with that Tower card, it's also about uprooting yourself from this particular position. So you may have been in a very established situation. You can see this Tower is standing quite firm over here, but now it's time for a big change. So this is a big change coming in, and there'll be further education that comes in. You've got that owl sitting over there, and this is the thing that's going to open your path for you. So further training, further education, and you will be working pretty hard pretty soon. So you've got something that you are heading, some project that you will be heading. He's got the rod in his hand, and he's mixing whatever is going on in that cauldron over there, and there's a lot of learning that comes in over there. You've also got that mouse over there, so a lot of intellectual work going on. You've got a hand over here, so it shows that you will be working doing multitasking, but also being very hands-on, and a lot of deadlines that you will need to meet as well. So you will be pretty busy soon and working pretty hard, and possibly heading that project as well. There will be travel as well, and this is the Knight of Cups, so there's education as well, but there's also travel. It seems he's riding this owl, so this is about further education, further training. So you're taking on some kind of role as a mentor as well, but also being in charge and heading some kind of project as well. So you're taking, it seems to be a lead role that you will be taking very, very soon, and possibly traveling overseas to go and do this particular job. You can see this owl's flying through the air. So it looks like you have some kind of choice, some kind of decision to make, but it looks like this particular job, you're going to be starting it. It's maybe uprooting yourself and moving on to go and do this job somewhere else, relocating to do it. And it's an offer that it looks like it's going to be much better for you. You're going to enjoy it more, and it's going to bring in a lot more money as well. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Fairy Tarot for the Oracle read. So the first card is the Emperor card, and this is about using logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm or compassionate leader. So you're taking on a leadership role, and you need to organize yourself as well and take control of that situation. A decision is going to be made with that Emperor card over here. You might be dealing with legal issues, but it's also saying that you need to be very logical, very unemotional when you when you make that decision. consider, make sure you're doing your research. You got the Princess of Spring over here, so it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. So the Princess of Spring is talking about movement. It is talking about a flight. It's talking about travel. And so whatever this new job is, it's going to, you know, require that you travel quite a bit. And it also means that you're moving on to do this particular job somewhere else. So it looks like there's definitely a relocation coming in for you. And it opens up your pathway over here. You're starting afresh somewhere else. So embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. So it looks like you're going to be traveling, because he's packed his bags over there and he's going, and the path is open. Your road is open over there. So it looks like you're going to accept this new offer. There's a lot more travel. There's a lot more freedom that comes in with this job offer. There might also be a lot more learning and study that comes in with it. So you're definitely accepting it, and there's definitely travel there because you've got a lot of rods cards in it, and this is talking about working with foreign people or traveling a lot, or even traveling overseas to do this particular job. And since you've got a lot, you know, you've got these cups over here, this is talking about also learning as well on that job, or even being a mentor as well and training people up as well for that job, or for future jobs that they might want. You might be a trainer there, imparting the knowledge, imparting your skills to them. So you won't be stuck in this particular position for long. You're going to be pretty busy pretty soon. You know, you're just waiting for some information or some kind of thing to come in that releases you from this particular situation, and it will come in. That offer is coming in for you. So I hope that this reading has resonated. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if it has. And thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.